blue sky.
Blue sky.
Oh, I can see the sky.
Oh, I want to see the sky.
God gave me eyes.
God gave me eyes.
So I can see the sky.
So I want to see the sky.
Can you trace I can see?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The bird is not happy.
Why do you think the bug is not happy?
It's because it don't want to be in it. Hey, do you want to play hopscotch with me? Oh, wait, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whee! 10.
Good job. Who is the shortest?
Me.
Who is the silliest?
Me.
And who is the most quiet person?
You and Dad.
Who sings the loudest?
Me.
Good morning, you guys, or whatever time you guys are tuning in to today's vlog. Today we are going to be having a full day of homeschool. I'm also just going to be spending a little bit of time outdoors with the little guy, and I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to have for dinner. But I'm going to start off by making some breakfast. I'm thinking I will just do like some muffins with like some sausage on the side. Should be easy. And then I'm going to sit down and have my devotions, and then once Noah gets up, we're going to do his devotions, and then we are going to start some school with him. So here are the devotions I'm using. So this one is called You're Going to Make It. It has 50 morning and 50 evening devotions to unrush your mind, uncomplicate your heart, and experience healing today. So it has so much insight in here for healing in areas where we didn't really know we needed healing. You don't have to be experiencing any type of postpartum, any type of depression, anxiety, or anything like that to really get some insight out of this book. This could be like things that like childhood conditioning that we kind of just have to let go of. It can be like insecurity. It could be lack of confidence, fear of stepping out on faith. Any of those type of things. It just has so much good insight. When I first saw this book, I was attracted to just how beautiful it is, like how it has these beautiful pictures inside of it. And I didn't necessarily feel like, hey, I'm gonna pick up this book because I could use some healing. But when I saw how beautiful this book was, I knew that it would like captivate me and just draw me in a little bit. And it really does have a lot of good like devotions, writing prompts, and all of that, especially for moms, wives, homemakers, all of the things. So this is the one that I have been working on. I'm only on day 11, and I got that one from Walmart. I think that it was like $15 or $20. But then I also grabbed another one by Lisa Turkrist that she has. It doesn't have the same type of like picture aesthetics, but it's still beautiful, and it's a very well made book. This one is called Embraced, with 100 devotions to know God is holding you close. And for this one, I'm on page 23 or day 23. Just another beautiful, well put together devotional. So this is the other one that I've been reading. And then for my actual like Bible studies, like getting more into my Bible, reading the word and things like that, I've been working on the Good and the Beautiful Bible story, experiencing stories from the Bible and what it means for our lives today. This one is also a beautiful book. I love anything like with beautiful aesthetic. This one in Daily Grace Company has beautiful Bible studies put up for like all the different books, or you can just dive into like a full Bible study, which this one is. That's kind of what I'm working on. And then I just have like my Bible here. I'm gonna go ahead and get some coffee made, some breakfast made, and then get started with those devotions. By the way, if you are new here, I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Heaven, and I'm a motherhood and homemaking vlogger. So all of the motherhood motivation, homemaking inspirations, clean with me videos, home organization, homemaking, cooking, days in the life, shopping hauls, grocery hauls, homeschool content, and a little bit of Disney content is here on this channel. So if that is something that you're into and you're looking for another mama that you can relate to, I keep it realistic and relatable, and I would love to have you here. go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into all of the things today. I really want to go out to the store today and get a few things. We need a few more like homeschool supplies, but it's not like a need. It's just we're kind of low, and I want to go ahead and just add like a whole lot more art supplies like crayons, glue, marker, coloring pencils, regular pencils, construction paper, just, you know, things like that. We need more like folders with like the 3-prong rings in there, because that's where we put like little random activities that we print out. Like yesterday we printed out a birdwatch journal from the Good and the Beautiful, and we put that inside of one of those folders, but I'm out of those folders. I also like those little pencil cases that's like $1, the ones with the zipper. You can store puzzles in there so that you keep up with them. Fake money, which I'm gonna order some of Amazon, but I wanted to just check first and see if they had the fake money at the dollar store, because then I wouldn't have to get it from Amazon, although I think the one off Amazon is more realistic looking. So maybe I should go that route, and I could use more organization bins. And now that they have like the dollar store plus near me, where they also have things that are like $5 there, they have better looking like storage bins. These are all things that I really wanted to go out to the store to get, but they are currently working on repaving the roads where I am. So like right now there's like construction trucks and gravel and everything down the street where I really can't even pull out. So that is where I am right now, pretty stuck. Just about finished with the Bible study, which was Numbers verses 1 through 11. And then I'm gonna move on to my devotion, but I'm gonna do that after I get started with Noah, because he is now up and eating his breakfast. So I'm going to start reading his devotions while he eats, and then I'll come back to my devotions at some point when he's doing like handwriting in his curriculum, where, you know, I'm not necessarily teaching him anything, just letting him get some writing practice. So we're using the 1-year devotions for preschoolers, and it is dated. So we haven't even gone through this whole book yet. We read about Noah's Ark many, many times. Jack is waving goodbye to his friends. Jack can still be happy about his friends, even though they aren't going home, because they have fun playing with each other. He can pray for them, and he can thank God for them. Do you have friends that you like to play with?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Daddy.
Okay. Daddy and Mommy? You have other friends that you like to play with that sometimes they don't live here and they have to go home after you're done playing with them? You have fun playing with them, but then sometimes they have to go home. But we can pray for them when we're not with them, and we can thank God for them. Even when you are not with them, remember to pray for them and say thank you to God for your friends. I thank my God every time I remember you. Yeah. That's saying that every time you remember somebody that you love and care about and that you're grateful for and that you have fun playing with or anything like that, then you can thank God every time you remember them.
I did do.
For my friends.
For my friend.
Even when
our
playtime ends.
Our playtime is.
Yes. Now we're going to read about Genesis chapters 24 and 25. So we have finished both of Noah's devotion and Bible study. So I have my Bible study and my devotion, and then this is his devotion, and then this is his Bible study. So this just has beginner Bible stories for the children, like 3 pages long of a Bible story. And then it also has an activity book that goes along with it. This one says, Moses saw a burning bush. Use red, yellow, and orange crayons to draw the flames. So after you read the story, there's like a little activity you can do. Here it says, Pharaoh said no. Trace the letter N and O, and then trace the word no. So that's just an example of some of the stories that you can pretty much match with the activity. But we finished both his Bible study and devotion, and he is still working on breakfast. He asked for a second muffin. So this is the part where I am gonna stop and do my devotions while I wait for him to finish eating, and then we'll get into lesson 2. I would love for us to finish this up by September. There are 160 lessons. I anticipate it will take us about 5 months to complete this. So if we do this May, June, July, August, and September, then this fall we can begin 1st grade. These lessons are so easy that, for instance, lesson 2 is just 2 pages. We could even do 2 lessons a day for 4 pages. Read a story and then do math and health because it's kindergarten again. He has completed the full, good, and the beautiful kindergarten curriculum, so we could have went straight to 1st grade, but because it's summertime, I wanted to give him something a little more not easy, but a little more relaxed. And because the baby will be here this summer as well, I needed something where he would be able to do independent practice work and refining some of the things that he has already learned, so that not only will I not have to introduce a ton of new concepts, I would just have to reiterate things he already know, which is easier than having to introduce brand new topics as soon as the baby is born. But also, when it is time to begin 1st grade, where I'm introducing new topics, because he did kindergarten twice, I feel like he will be even more prepared, so that 1st grade will come a little bit easier for him. So because we do school throughout the summer, we can do this and still not be behind, actually ahead, because he just turned 5. So starting 1st grade in the fall is still, kind of ahead for him, I think. In Michigan, they start 1st grade when they're 6 years old, I believe. So nothing to worry about there. Lesson 2 for the phonics and reading is just working on the letter B, talking about how to consonant, recognizing words that start with the B, like bathtub, Bible, bag, bottle, bat, ball. And then on the next page, it basically just tells him to put a circle around pictures that starts with a B, and then underline the sound ba that you hear in bat, bag, band, and bank. So he would underline the B-A sound because we went over the letter A sound yesterday. So now he's combining the B with the A sound. And then circle the words that end with the B sound. So beginning, end, and blending. Over here, he's tracing letter B, writing his name again. Back, he's printing the B-A under pictures that start with the B-A sound, which is bat. So that is like all of lesson 2, which is super easy. And then there is a short story to read. So yesterday he read a short story. Today he will read one with the letters B in it. Yesterday was A, and then today would be B. Then for math, also pretty easy because we've done all of this already. We're doing lesson 3 because yesterday he did 2 lessons. So he would just circle the student that's on the right side, circle the hat that's on the left side, circle the correct number for the items that he see, counting the steps, circle the top step, put an X on the bottom step, and then trace and write the number 1. That's all lesson 3. So he can do 2 lessons for this again because it's just like stuff that he probably was doing in preschool, or maybe this is beginning kindergarten, but it does get more difficult as you get towards the end. But right now it starts off pretty simple. And the last thing he would work on is his health, which right now is just the 5 senses, where we talk about how God gave us our senses. So today we'll be talking about seeing, where there's a little poem and then there's a picture, and that would be the entire lesson, except inside of here they have a little bit more in the teacher's guide. It has circle talk. If you have more children, then it tells you like, this is the way I fold clothes, take out the trash, pick up toys, like chores that you can teach your little one as well. To teach cleanliness and responsibility. It talks about how families need and love each other, eat, work, and play, and pray, and go to church together. That is the scope of what we're getting ready to do.
Yeah.
Where does lowercase start at? Good. Good job leaving space.
That's enough space.
Yep, stay under the middle line. Perfect. What sound does the B make? Very good. Now let's look at the letter B. The letter B is a consonant, which means it's not a what? It's not a vowel. So if it's not a vowel, it's a consonant. A B can be used at the beginning, middle, or end of a word. The consonant B makes the sound we hear. Like we hear in the beginning of baseball and bat. Let's read these words that start with the B. What is it?
Bathtub.
Bathtub. What's this one?
Ball.
Ball. Because A-L-L says what?
Ah. Bat. Bottle.
Bottle.
Bag.
Bag.
Book.
Not book.
Bead.
Sound it out with the long I. Long I.
Bible. Bible.
Bible. Very good. Circle everything that starts with the B. What's that?
B.
What's that?
This is a ball.
Ball. What's that?
Bite.
Bite. See the belt on the dress? What else starts with a B? What's that?
Bed.
Bed.
Basket.
What's that?
Bell.
And do you know what that is?
Purse.
A bib.
Bib. Bib.
You're gonna underline bat if you hear it.
Bat. Bat.
Underline the B-A. There you go.
Bad.
Bag. Do you hear the bat in the beginning?
Yeah.
What's next? Bad.
Bad. Yes.
Yep. And what's that?
Bad.
Bank.
Bank.
It has a long A, right? But it's still B-A. Bank.
Yeah.
Bank.
That means I still made it. That means I still underlined it.
Now we're going to circle the words that end with the B sound.
Bathtub.
Good.
Yep.
What's that? Read the word.
Tap.
Cat. What's that?
Horse.
Does it?
Can I just exit?
Here you can exit. It's uppercase and lowercase, and then I want you to practice writing uppercase and lowercase, making sure you leave a space in between about the size of one finger.
Bear.
Beautiful. Just make sure next time these touch the top line. Now let me see you do lowercase b.
Or this I want to use my pencil about my finger.
Okay. Just make sure you still leave a space.
Two ways. Ta-da! There we go.
Yes, but make sure your lines go from top to bottom.
The bird bad Abby has a big bird bad Abby has a big bird Abby put the bird in the bed. The bird is not happy.
The bug bag. Abby has a big bag. Abby has a big bug. Abby put the bug in the bag. The bug is not happy. Why do you think the bug is not happy?
It's because it doesn't want to be in it. In O A Ace.
Perfect. Now, circle the student on the right side.
This one does here and this one does here.
Which one? Which of these two boys are on the right? Which one is right on the right side?
This one is left.
Good. Circle right. Put an X on the left hat. Now, circle the correct number for the item you see.
I see 2 tabs and 1 page.
So circle the 1 and the 2. And then let's count the steps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Circle the top step.
Can I do this one then one more time? It's because I was this one. It's because I want to say this and this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Circle the top step.
10.
Put an X on the bottom step.
2, 1.
And then trace, trace, and then write the number 1. Trace, and then write, space it out, space. Good. Don't go past the lines. which is different, not like the others?
This one.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
So circle it.
Just throw it. It's because it's just well.
Which one is different in this row?
This one.
Mm-hmm. Put an X on the left bird. Which one is left?
This one.
Circle the middle candy bar. And write your name, right, Noah?
N O A A.
Good. Circle the correct number for the items.
3,
2.
2. Alright, I'm ready for. Hey, do you want to play hopscotch with me? Oh, well, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whee! 10.
Good job. Now trace and write the number 2. Very, very good. Repeat after me. Blue, blue sky.
Blue, blue sky.
Oh, I can see the sky.
Oh, I want to see the sky.
God gave me eyes,
God gave me eyes.
so I can see the sky.
So I want to see the sky.
Can you trace I can see? Who's funny in our family?
Funny in our family?
Yeah, who tells funny stories?
Me.
You? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's because I'm funny.
Who do you like to play with in your family?
Daddy and you.
Mommy and Daddy. Who makes dinner?
You and Dad.
Who is the tallest?
Daddy.
Who is the shortest?
Me.
Who is the silliest?
Me.
And who is the most quiet person?
You and Dad.
Who sings the loudest?
Me.
There are things that mommy do like cooking and cleaning and doing laundry and teaching you, and there are also things that daddy does. Like he works, he fixes things around the house, he plays with you, and he teaches you too, right? And there are things that you do. You make us laugh and you play with us and you help us around the house, like picking up your toys. And there are things that we do together. Like
Go outside.
Yeah, or go outside. What are some things that we can do together?
Well, my bite made some sound.
What else do we do?
This one. Oh yeah, you found a bird, then it just make noises.
Yep, we found a bird earlier. Yep. So what are some things that we do together as a family? Like eat dinner and watch a movie, and we go places together like vacation and out to eat.
Or to buy some toys.
To buy toys. We go to church together.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go outside and work in the yard together.
You mean me, you, and Dad?
Yeah.
But it's when it's wooden too. It's when it's wooden too.
You can find ways to turn work into playtime and make it fun, because he decided that it's not good for man to be alone. And he said, I will make a helper suitable for him. As Christians, we want to celebrate the joy of God's good gift of family, and we thank God for our family, right?
What?
You're so cool. So he is getting really tall. I just keep forgetting how tall he is getting, and so I have not raised his swing since we put that up last spring. So it's been a year, so it's time for me to raise it up a little bit higher for him so that he'll be able to swing. Then I'm trying to think of what other things I can put out here for him so, you know, that he can stay busy. They're doing road work over here, so it's really, really loud. You guys probably barely hear me. But after school, I like to bring him outside to get some fresh air, to get some energy out, to play. And I really want to kind of like instill that in him and like spark a love for just being outdoors so that as he gets older, because he's 5 now, and I don't want him to grow up and then 10 years old, he's not going to want to be outside. He's going to want to be playing video games and being in the house and things like that. So I want to start like sparking that love interest in him early so that he will like learn to enjoy being outside as opposed to, oh, school is done, finally I can now play a video game, or finally I can now watch TV, because sometimes that's what our winters look like. I really dislike that so much. He has this little water sprinkler toy, but it's only 70 degrees outside, so like I feel like it's a little cold for him to be playing with this. I might let him play with it for like 5 minutes. You just hook the back of it up to the sprinkler so that he can just play a little bit in the water. So we're going to see how this little thingy works. And then I'm also currently in the midst of building him a sandbox. And then once we start gardening, he can help me with some gardening. Once it gets hotter. You brought a toy?
Yeah.
Good. He can bring toys to play with, and then when it gets a little bit hotter, we'll put a pool out here for him to have. What you got there?
Mommy, are you supposed to use this to take the handle off so that you don't lose anything?
Well, you're supposed to keep the handle on so you can carry everything. You're supposed to keep the handle on so you can carry everything. This little area is supposed to be a sandbox area. So I did order some tarp, and I'm going to try to line the bottom of this. I need to measure how large it is so I can work on getting a sandbox cover. And then once we get a cover to put over it, I can go ahead and like fill it with the sand and then have a cover made for it. So that's what I'm currently working on, just trying to turn this into like a sandbox. But in the meantime, I have this. It's like one of those little kiddie pools. I can also fill this up with sand for him to have something to do on the patio. I ordered the tarp. It should be here at some point today. Working on getting the garden beds built up as well. I really need to get out once they get settled, like with the roads and things. I need to be able to get out so I can go get more sandbags. But the other thing that I talked about earlier that I needed to order, like kitchen gloves, cleaning gloves, new crayons, pencils, and things like that. At Walmart, I saw some, so I put some in the cart to be delivered. Actually, I haven't placed the order yet, so I'm going to sit down and work on that while he's playing. Let's go see what we can do with the little guy. Right now, this is something I like to do for him every single day after homeschool, of course when it's warm and weather permits, so that he can have some time to go play. And then he also has a bird watch journal from The Good and the Beautiful now that he can see birds. We are going to have to go in other areas throughout the summer, like try the beach and try the parks and things like that, so he can fill up his bird watch journal. But we're doing that. And another thing that he wanted to learn about, he mentioned today, was worms. So he said worms, birds, and something else. So I know he said sea animals, and I know The Good and the Beautiful also has a sea animal. I think I'll download their sea animal study for free. And then maybe once we go in the house, while I'm cooking dinner, I like to clean. But if we have some time, I'm going to try and do a worm study with him as well. I took out dinner, so that's another thing I like to do either in the morning or as soon as we finish homeschool. And then once I've done like all of my morning and afternoon chores and things like that, I'll have dinner thawed and, you know, ready for me to start getting started on too. so Noah is still working on his lunch. Dad grilled some sausage for him, so he's working on that if he can manage to make his way back inside of there. And I'm working on the liner for his sandbox, so that is where we currently are. I'm trying to get this like lined somehow, some way. We have been out for a little over an hour, and I think now we are gonna go ahead and start heading inside the house. It's not the cutest, but it works. Just line the bottom basically. I wonder if I should have left it so that like if it does get wet, then it can drain through and dry out. I don't quite know exactly how that goes, but this is what we have, and I can always replace this, cut it up if I have to down the middle. But I just wanted to have something to line the bottom of the sandbox with basically. Now I just need to work on figuring out how to put a cover, so I'm gonna measure it. This is why he needs a sandbox, because right now he just likes digging in the dirt or the garden bed, but soon there will be vegetables in here. Typically that's about the flow of how our homeschool days are gonna be this summer. So in the winter time, we would do the same thing, get up in the morning, have breakfast, do devotions, and then actually get into our actual curriculum, and we would spend anywhere from 45 to 90 minutes on curriculum, and then after that we would do some type of manipulatives. So the manipulatives were normally like any type of Montessori activities. Maybe we would cook a meal together or bake something together, or we would do some sort of puzzle or game and activities and things like that. But spring and summertime, instead of doing manipulatives indoors, we try to do that outside. So that is what we're shifting to now. Right now the weather has been like in the 70s for the most part, and then of course it's gonna be hotter days like in the summer months. But then we'll probably do like some water play and things like that, maybe find places to go. For instance, this Friday they have a free museum day. Every first Friday of the month there's a museum near us, like a science museum, that has free first Fridays, something we would spend like an hour there. And that's an option on really, really hot days where maybe we don't want to go outside, but we want to get out and learn. So we can either make it a beach day where you can go play in the water, dig in the sand, find seashells and snails and things like that. Or we can go to the museum where it's still kind of cool inside, and we're not going to be outside. And then I'm still trying to put together a plan for him for like after the baby comes, where I know that the month of July and August would be a little bit trickier for us. So aside from that, we're going to be starting his swim lessons once per week, and he starts that in the next few weeks. And in September, we get back into our mom's group play dates and Bible studies. We also do play dates every other week throughout the summer with the mom's group. We actually have one today. It has at like a park that has like farm animals, sandbox, play areas, nature trails, horses, all of the things. And that was at 10 o'clock this morning, and unfortunately we did not wake up for that. I woke up and let Noah sleep a little longer, which you guys saw when I was up cooking, and I was doing a little bit of cleaning and things like that, and started my Bible study. Noah was still asleep, so we just didn't get up early enough to make it to that one, but they'll be having another one today. We did 90 minutes indoors and 90 minutes outdoors for a total of 3 hours of homeschool. I do count being outdoors a part of school, such as like if you take your little ones to like a regular school, like a public school or traditional school setting, they will have recess, they will have lunch breaks, they will have even like nap breaks. So I count our recess and our outdoor a part of school as well, because I think that it's important that they get in that physical education and that exercise and things like that, as well as like the option to go out and explore and learn things. Yesterday when we were outside, he saw a bunny rabbit, and he saw a rabbit, he saw a rabbit, an ant that sparked his interest. And then when we came inside, he wanted to learn more about birds. We printed off the Good and the Beautiful's Bird Watch Journal for grades 3 through 8. But he's kindergarten, first grade, so there are some things that I'll have to read to him and help him to write out. But it's just a bird watch journal that throughout the summer you can keep track of any type of birds that you see. And then it also has like a lot of things that you learn about a bird. And then it also has like a bingo here where you try to collect all the things about the birds that you notice. So this will be fun. Give us some things to do when we go on our nature trails. We can make sure that when we do that, we bring his bird watch journal. Sometimes science is just us being outdoors. Like I said yesterday, it sparked a lot of interest in him, and he came in and wanted to learn more about worms. Little Hearts in Hand actually has a worm lesson in here. This is the worm study. And basically this study has an optional activity that you can do. It has like a story time, and then it also has like a lesson to learn, and then it has discussion, questions, pretty simple worm study. And then there is a book that it also comes with, like a story as well, that you read to them to learn more about the worms. Pretty short story. We've been doing this like little by little since we started homeschool. And then another one that I like to use for science is the different Smithsonian books. Like this one is such a huge book. It has like pretty much all the animals and life cycles. So I just went to like the table of contents here, and then I saw that birds were page 158, worms on page 56. He just was like asking me like, what are all of the different types of worms? It has a comparison chart to show you like how big the worm would be compared to the size of your hand, and it has like some stuff about each of the worm down here on the bottom. And then the same thing for birds. When he wanted to learn about birds, we flipped to this page and we could learn more about birds. So this is just a really nice science book to have as well. One of them that we have, with it being summertime, that's pretty much what he has been wanting to do. Life cycles, animals, bugs, and birds. So that's currently where we are with homeschool right now. Basically pretty relaxed. The curriculum was pretty easy for him to follow through because it's kind of like a repeat of some of the things that he's learned already so that he can get better at it, learning a lot more science and a lot more exploring and being outdoors. So that's what homeschool is going to be looking like for us for a little while. I wanted to share a vlog for that because it's been a while since I've done that, and to show you guys what a day in the life looks like when I'm homeschooling. So at this point, once we finish up school, I will normally use this time to do work, and depending on how much time we spend during school, then I might have 1 or 2 hours. Right now I anticipate I have about 1 free hour that I can use for working. So during this time I can edit videos, or I could package or ship products for my small business, respond to comments, or do some marketing on social media, or some social media lifestyle stories and content creation and things like that. So anything that I want to do with this hour, because I've kind of been working throughout the day as well, like meaning I've been like filming as well throughout the day. So I feel like I have gotten some work done today, and I already have like some content edited and scheduled to go out at least for the next 2 weeks. I can also use my free hour to rest. Just depends. Rest has been a thing that I need now a lot more, being pregnant. After that, I will begin my evening routine. My evening routine is normally me cleaning up the house, cooking, folding in the laundry that needs to be done, and things like that. That pretty much sums up our homeschool day. Okay guys, with that we sum up today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed homeschooling with us today and doing a little bit of just normal day in the life, daily tasks and responsibilities and things like that. I absolutely enjoyed creating this video for you guys. And again, if you're new here, you have not yet subscribed, make sure you do so by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it really does help the channel out. It costs nothing, and it helps me to really reach other families and try to inspire them as much as I can, which is truly my goal. But that's going to be all for today's video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye.